Back on This Week in Football, presented by Geico. It's time for a championship preview edition of Four Downs. Each of our panelists will tackle four key topics, answering in the most effective and efficient way possible, beginning with Gary and First Down. The question, Gary, is what is your ideal Super Bowl matchup from these four teams left?
Well, I think the most compelling matchup is any game that has Peyton Manning in it. I think these playoffs have been all about him. I've called it the Peyton Manning Invitational as he tries to go and get his second ring. I'd say Denver, San Francisco.
For me, it's the Patriots and the Niners. You know, Tom Brady going for the fourth Super Bowl victory. It would be his sixth appearance and trying to tie Joe Montana. If people don't think Tom Brady's the best quarterback, they usually say Joe Montana. So what better way for him to tie Joe Montana than to do it against the Niners?
Well, I would say, again, I think it was kind of agree with you. I think it would be Patriots and the Niners. I think it was cool that the Giants have beaten the Niners to go to the Super Bowl before, selfishly. And I also think it's kind of cool that they've beaten the Patriots in the Super Bowl. But the Patriots also played the Jets in that stadium in MetLife. So just seeing the Patriots in that stadium playing against the Niners, really cool.
All right, second down. Who needs a Super Bowl win more, Ross? Peyton Manning or Bill Belichick, who has not had one now in 10 years?
Oh, gosh, it's Peyton Manning. I mean, the only argument for Belichick is he hasn't won a Super Bowl since Spygate. And there are some people that make that argument, but they've been to two others. They put the Spygate thing behind him. For me, it's Peyton Manning. He wins a second Super Bowl. You don't have any argument in terms of saying he can't win the big one. 2 rings gets it done.
There's something silly about that, too, right? Like, if he gets this other one, then all this other conversation stops. Howard, who do you think has more pressure, needs it more?
Peyton Manning definitely needs it more. All the talks about Peyton is in every commercial. The NFL, he's kind of the poster board of the NFL, and everybody's hoping that he gets there and wins this game. But the reality of it is that he's just one player. That defense has to play well. The running game has to play well. The special teams have to play well. Peyton is not the guy who's going to win a Super Bowl. Denver as a team will. Peyton won't, and Peyton needs it bad.
Gary?
I definitely disagree with him in terms of that quarterbacks are measured by their Super Bowl rings. That's how it works. Peyton Manning is a sentimental favorite in this game, and he also has much more pressure on him than Bill Belichick does. You know, there's 11 quarterbacks who have multiple Super Bowl rings. Peyton Manning has one.
Third down, Howard, the Seahawks. Who do they rely on more? Who's the bigger key for them, Marshawn Lynch or Russell Wilson, in order to advance into the Super Bowl?
In this game, it's going to be Russell Wilson. The reason why it's going to be Russell Wilson because teams have kind of got the book on him right now. They're trying to keep him in the pocket. The receivers are open down the field, and he hasn't seen a few of the receivers. It looks a little bad. Marshawn Lynch is just a beast. He's going to run well. But Russell Wilson has to make plays. If he doesn't make plays, Seattle's going to have a hard time.
See, and I think it's Russell Wilson because I don't think Marshawn Lynch is going to run that effectively. I think that the 49ers are going to load the box, do everything they can to stuff Marshawn Lynch, make Russell Wilson and those receivers beat them just like they did to the Panthers and Cam Newton. And it worked. They'll do it again this week. The pressure is on Russell Wilson to deliver.
I think it's Marshawn Lynch because you know that they've beaten them the last 2 years, scored 71 points in each game. Russell Wilson has thrown for less than 200 yards, but Marshawn Lynch has run all over the 49ers. I don't think they're going to be able to stop him, even if they do key their defense to him. I think the Seahawks have to get a great day from Marshawn Lynch.
Now, every team that has won a playoff game thus far in this postseason has rushed for 100 yards at least as a team. Ross, which team left has the best running game to you? That is our fourth down.
I think it's the Patriots right now. I mean, we talked earlier in the show about the yards before contact for the Patriots and what happened Saturday night against the Colts. They've got a 3-headed monster. It doesn't even matter if a running back gets hurt. That offensive line is playing that well right now.
Gary?
I think Seattle has the most dangerous running attack because Marshawn Lynch has proven that once he gets going, he's impossible to stop.
Well, I'm going to go with the Niners. I think Kaepernick's, add to the running game. Those impromptu plays coming out of the backfield, he could actually come out and rush for a lot of yards. That's the thing you can't factor in is when the quarterback gets free.
That's a smart wrinkle. I like that from Howard. However, on this day, you all were so good that we can't choose just one winner because we're all winners here on Four Downs on This Week in Football.